We're going to be making pine needle lemonade, and you can use any true pine, so any pinus genus. To make a gallon, you'll need about 1/4 to 1/2 an arm's length of pine needles, and that includes the branch, just depending on thickness. So you'll go ahead and boil a gallon of water, and once it's boiling, you'll add in all the pine needles in the branch, so just cut the whole thing up and add it in there. I had a little bit too much pine needle, so I ended up adding a little bit more water to this. After it starts bubbling again, you'll want to lower it to a simmer for 20 minutes with the lid on. And then after that, you can let it cool before straining it, or you can leave the lid on and let it sit turned off overnight so it can become more potent. I let ours sit overnight, so I'm going to strain out some of the pine needle tea and then warm it up, because next we'll be adding in 2 cups of honey. And you don't want to heat it up too much, because then you'll kill off the good stuff in the raw honey. So just enough to mix it in so that it mixes well. Honey now so that it mixes easily, and then we'll pour this into the pine needle tea. I'm just pouring off a little bit inside here so that any last bit of honey that was stuck in there, I'm just scraping it off the sides, but the rest of this will go into that gallon size jar. And now the last ingredient for the pine needle lemonade will be 1 cup of lemon juice per gallon. While lemons have vitamin C, pine needles have a ton more, so it's really good for your immune system, plus way more properties. After you've got your cup of lemon juice, go ahead and add that in, and then you give it a stir, and that's it. You've got your pine needle lemonade. Now I ended up transferring it over into one of my gallon jars with a spigot for easier pouring, which I should have just done from the beginning. And then this is just extra pine needle tea that I'll top off or just drink as is.